This tip is all about fitting practice into a crazy busy schedule. I can speak from experience because I work a full-time job and then I have another job after work, and then I'm also a parent and I'm taking care of a household, so I get it. And the thinking here is we've got to trick our brains. If you wake up and you see all the tasks ahead of you for the day, you may be really overwhelmed and think, I can't possibly practice, I don't have time. If you can change your thinking to going, I have 10 minutes, and that's enough, you're gonna be absolutely amazed at what happens, because 10 minutes often turns into 15, which turns into 30, and before you know it, you feel amazing because you've just had 30 minutes of music therapy. So I'm gonna actually walk you through my 10-minute express practice. So you can use this as a practice along. You can see exactly what I do if I only have 10 minutes to practice, and then you can go and create your own 10-minute practice routine, and you can notice how it's gonna impact your improvements on the piano. So here we go. The first thing I do is I sit down and I play an exercise like a Hannon. It's just a quick warm-up to help me get centered at the piano, warm up and nimble up my fingers, and build some strength while I'm at it. So here we go. So I've got my metronome set to 80 BPM. I'm going to practice Hannon number 2. So music's on screen. You can follow along if you want to. I'm going to start in C. 1, 2, here we go. So just taking some time to center myself, relax, take some deep breaths, and back down. I'm really paying attention to my fingers. How do they feel? Is there tension? Am I pressing the keys evenly? One more. And that's it. That's a Hannon. That took, I don't know, not very long. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play a scale. A scale, you want to practice scales because scales make you better at everything. So I'm just going to run a C scale. I'm going to do the same tempo. So here we go. We got C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. I'm going to head back down. Now I'm going to go double time. Okay, now I always like to practice the relative minor to the major scale I practice, so I'm going to move my hands down to A minor. I'm going to do the exact same thing. So here we go. 1, 2, here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. And then back down. And I'm going to double it. One more time. So the next thing I'm going to do is just take a minute or two to work on my sight reading, because this is an area that I want to improve on and develop. I'm going to pick something super easy. When you're working on sight reading, you don't want to pick something hard. You want to pick something that you can kind of, I think about this, but I can do this pretty well at the first or second try. So that's what I'm going to do. You'll see it on screen and you can try along with me. All right, so you can see the music on the screen now. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check out what my starting note is. So I can see I'm going to begin on C. My eyes scan forward and I'm going, okay, the pattern's here. We're moving up for the most part. The notes are staying close together. Might clap the rhythm. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and just to get a feel for it. And then I'm going to play it really slowly. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 4 and. Okay, so that wasn't hard, but I'm working my sight reading muscles. I've got a left hand part here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I see there's a distance of a jump, so I'm thinking about this as I go. So I'm skipping F, going to G. Now the notes are all appearing close together. That little rip there, stepping down, so, and then C, and then G, G, C. And now I put that together on the next line. So again, this is really easy for me, and I did that intentionally because I want to feel successful, not stressed out. This is still developing my skills. So for the last line, I may go a little slower. So I've got C and E, and then the hands step up together. Now there's some crazy things happening here. Stepping up, so high, 4, Now we're doing a contrary motion thing, so C and G. This is fun. Do, 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 half note. That's it. Sight reading practice is over. So I'm gonna put that away and move on to the next thing. The next thing is, this is where it gets kind of fun. So now I'm gonna work on a song. So it hasn't been 10 minutes yet. This is going really fast. I'm just gonna spend, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes, maybe longer, working on a song that I'm really enjoying right now. So I'm gonna do Tiny Dancer. And again, I'm gonna actually include the download for the sheet music for Tiny Dancer below this if you wanna work on it. But I'm just gonna play it for a minute. So here we go. So Tiny Dancer, I'm using a lead sheet because I don't like reading notes. So I'm kind of just working based on chords here. I've read the notes a little bit. This is a work in progress for me. So I'm just gonna take a few minutes to feel it out. I'm just spending time here. I love it. So I'm gonna actually say goodbye here. I'm gonna play us out just so you can see for a minute how it looks when I'm working on a song. But I would love to hear what you would put into a 10-minute practice routine. And as you can see, this is short, it's sweet, it's gonna make you feel much better about yourself if you're not setting goals that feel overwhelming, but rather goals that are attainable, that will continually move you forward towards, you know, the piano player that you want to become. So you can do this. Everybody has 10 minutes a day. Go make your 10-minute routine. Tell me about it and have fun. Blue jean baby, LA lady, see